This is a May Luna Media production.
Welcome to the Synaptic Soul Podcast, where science meets spirit and they totally make out. I'm Ava Marie Anderson, your quantum-loving, spiritually savage bestie, here to prove your energy isn't mystical, it is measurable. And oh, quick heads up, if you hear snoring or grunting or a dramatic sigh mid-download, that is not a ghost in the machine. It's just my Frenchie co-hosts, Rocky and Rambo, vibing at their own frequency. Let's dive in. Alright, let's start with a truth bomb that nobody really wants to admit out loud. Most of us are mentally operating like a browser with 72 tabs open, 6 autoplay videos running, and a rogue playlist whispering you forgot something on loop. Like, humans love to pretend they're functioning, but the prefrontal cortex is over here filing HR complaints because you keep giving it 12 jobs and just one iced latte to run it all. So, cognitive load, the actual scientific term for how much mental bandwidth you have available, is one of the most overlooked parts of your spiritual life. Because here's the kicker. Your brain is the electrical panel for your aura. If the system is overloaded, the lights are going to flicker. And we tend to overcomplicate spiritual work because we think enlightenment is something that you earn through extreme effort. Like, if I'm overwhelmed, let me add more rituals and more to-do lists and more practices and more readings and more healing. Like, no, babe, no. That is like trying to declutter your closet by buying more hangers. The greatest gift that you can give your energy field is an uncluttered mind. And you don't get that by doing more. You get it by reducing the cognitive load weighing on the system. And science backs this beautifully. Like, decision fatigue is real. The brain burns roughly 20% of your body's total energy just trying to keep you alive and remembering where you parked your car. Like, every open loop, every I should do, every unsent text, every unfinished task is sucking tiny units of energy out of your field. And by the end of the year, people are basically spiritual zombies wandering around wondering why their intuition sounds like a dial-up internet. It's because your mental bandwidth is too jammed to receive anything subtle. And spiritually, when the mind is crowded, intuition can't land. It's not that your guides are quiet, it's that your psychic Wi-Fi is being throttled because you are running 19 background apps non-stop. Like, your higher self is like, sweetie, I could send you downloads, but you're buffering. Like, energetic minimalism begins with mental spaciousness, which is the practice of consciously reducing the amount of input that you are forcing your nervous system to process. It's not about being unproductive. It's about being intentionally selective with what your energy engages. Like, minimalism at the energetic level means fewer decisions and fewer inputs and fewer demands, more clarity, more signal, more power per pulse. Like, some ways to actually lower cognitive load, and no, none of them require a Himalayan retreat, are to reduce notifications. It's as simple as that. Your brain was not designed to dance on command every time a rectangle buzzes. And then you habit stack like a genius, like one routine, multiple outcomes, less thinking. And then you need to delete 80% of the to-do list that you basically made while you were in a panic spiral. Most of those tasks don't even change your frequency. And then give your brain white space, 5 minutes at the start or end of your day to just exist. No input, no scrolling, no stimulation. Like, what most people call a lack of motivation is actually just cognitive overcrowding. The system is too taxed to generate momentum. When you clear mental clutter, your intuition gets louder and your creativity increases and your field expands, and plot twist, you finally feel like yourself again. Like, energetic minimalism doesn't start with your crystals and your rituals and your manifestations. It starts with freeing your mind so that your energy can breathe. All right, let's just have a moment of honesty between besties. Spiritual hygiene has gotten excessive. Because somewhere along the way, cleansing your energy went from take a breath and center yourself to perform this 27-step ritual under a waxing gibbous moon while holding ethically sourced dragon's blood resin and chanting in 3 languages. Like, babe, your aura is exhausted, not dirty. Like, we don't need to sage bomb our entire life just because we had a weird dream or Karen from accounting side-eyed us. Like, energetic minimalism asks a radical question. What if your energy didn't need micromanaging? Like, what if clarity came from simplifying your practices, not stacking more of them? And here's the spiritual tea backed with real science. Your nervous system doesn't register rituals the same way that your ego does. It registers states, breath and posture and tone of voice and heart rhythm. These are the cues that tell your energy field how to behave. You can do all the smudging and cord cutting and aura combing and deity invoking and candle working and chakra rebalancing that you want, but if your nervous system is in fight or flight, your energy is not clearing. It's bracing. And this is why complicated spiritual routines often end up draining people instead of empowering them. Like, it's not that the practices are bad, it's that the complexity is dysregulating. Like, every extra step adds cognitive load, every decision adds micro stress, and suddenly your spiritual hygiene routine is just another performance metric. Your aura doesn't need you to be perfect. It simply needs you to be present. So in energetic minimalism, spiritual hygiene becomes beautifully simple. It is less about doing more and more about resetting your baseline frequency. Like, think of your energy like a snow globe. You don't need to rearrange the glitter. You just need to stop shaking it. But here's what actually works and what your nervous system actually loves. So grounding, not grinding. Bare feet on the earth if possible. If not, feet on the floor and awareness in the body. This instantly regulates your autonomic state. Science calls it interceptive awareness, and mystics call it coming home. And then doing breath work that doesn't make you dizzy. Like 3 slow exhales longer than your inhales signals safety to your vagus nerve. Your aura then responds immediately, and then coherence is restored. And then hydration, baby. Your energy is electrical. Water is a conductor. Dehydration makes your field glitchy and your intuition staticky. And then a single intention daily, like not 17. Like, your field cannot hold 40 directions at once. One intention equals 1 coherent signal. The quantum loves coherent signals. And then maybe do like a 60-second aura check-in. Not a cleanse, not a ritual, just where is my energy right now, and does it even belong to me? Like, awareness alone breaks attachment cords faster than any $189 aura mist. Like, humans forget this part. Your energy system is self-healing by design. Your job is not to fix it constantly. Your job is just to stop overstimulating it. Like, we need this message, especially in December, because this time of the year turns into an energetic assault. Social obligations, emotional expectations, family dynamics, end of year pressures. Everybody is unconsciously leaking energy everywhere. Your spiritual hygiene shouldn't add to the chaos. It should counterbalance it. And here's the woo with the science cherry on top. When you simplify your spiritual hygiene, you create energetic efficiency. Less static, more signal. Less noise, more intuition. Less cleansing and more clarity. Like, energetic minimalism doesn't strip you to practice down, or to strip your practice down. It refines the signal. Like, you're not doing less because you're lazy. You're doing less because your energy was never meant to be managed like a corporate inbox. Your aura is not messy. It's just overstimulated. And simplifying your spiritual hygiene is how you bring it home. You ever have a breakup so wild that it felt like the universe was writing fan fiction about your nervous system? Yeah, same. My upcoming book, For the Plot, is what happens when heartbreak turns holy and humor becomes healing. It's part memoir, part fiction, all chaos. A love letter to the woman who burned their old selves down and call it transformation. This isn't your typical self-help book. It's sexy, it's messy, it's a little unhinged, and it is deeply spiritual. Because growth isn't always sage and soft lighting. Sometimes it's tequila and tears and a text you shouldn't have sent. So if you've ever looked at your healing journey and thought, well, at least it's good for the plot, this one's for you. For the Plot, coming spring 2026. Stay tuned, stay messy, and pre-order soon at avamarieanderson.com. All right, here's the part nobody really wants to hear. The universe is not responding to how hard you work. It is responding to how coherent your energy is. Like, you can manifestation journal yourself into tendinitis. You can chant affirmations until your vocal cords need PTO. And micromanage every desire like it is an unpaid intern. But if your frequency is scrambled, the quantum field is like, babes, I don't know what you want. Like, just pick a lane. And this is where energetic minimalism becomes downright revolutionary. Like, because you stop doing the most, your field finally stops glitching and starts broadcasting a clean and stable signal. And this is what the universe can actually deliver. But let me just break down the science meets spirit part, because I know you love a nerd moment. So in quantum physics and in biology, coherence is when all the parts of a system operate in sync. Incoherence is when everything is firing chaotically, like think static and distortion and noise. Like a nervous system in survival mode is incoherent. A mind juggling 40 tasks, also incoherent. A person over-efforting in their spiritual practice is still incoherent. Trying harder does not create alignment. It usually creates fragmentation. Like, your field becomes coherent when you're regulated and focused and not overextended. So translation, when you are doing less, not when you are doing more. So frequency coherence is basically your soul's version of tuning a radio. Like, when the frequency is clear, you can hear the song. When the frequency is scrambled, all you hear is cosmic dial-up. And the universe works on resonance, meaning that it matches what you are, not what you intend. So if you're energetically chaotic, it mirrors that chaos. If you're energetically spacious, it mirrors opportunity. Like, most people unknowingly send mixed messages to the universe, like, I want love while radiating emotional exhaustion, or I want abundance while vibrating in depletion and over effort, or I want clarity while running 16 mental spreadsheets and 3 backup plans. The universe is not ignoring you. Your signal's just fuzzy. This is why doing less actually makes manifestation and manifesting easier. When your energy is not scattered across 1,000 micro actions, your frequency stabilizes and your desires become attractors instead of escape plans. And without calling it December themed, let's be honest, everybody's frequency in December is absolute chaos. Like, people are running on cortisol and overstimulation and nostalgia hangovers and caffeine. The collective field is a blender with the lid off. The frequency coherence this month is literally a superpower. So while everybody else is vibrating like a shaken can of soda, you get to become the calm signal that the universe hears clearly. Like, energetic minimalism helps you achieve coherence through less multitasking. Your brain hates it, and your energy hates it even more. And fewer rituals, but a deeper presence. Or saying no without performing a TED Talk about it. Or doing what actually shifts your frequency, not what looks spiritual on Instagram. Like, creating moments of stillness so that your field stops vibrating like a cracked phone. The more coherent your frequency, the faster reality reorganizes around you. This is why people who do the least often manifest the most. They're not slacking, they're just aligned. They're energetically efficient. They're broadcasting one clear message, not 12 competing ones. Like, doing less is not laziness. It is precision. It is energetic intelligence. It's you saying, my field doesn't need more action, it just needs more accuracy. Like the universe doesn't reward effort, it rewards coherence, and coherence is born in the quiet places that you stop rushing past. You know how everybody loves to say love and light? Yeah, but what about the black holes? Like, this is where Morgan Garza comes in, the shadow work queen herself. Her podcast, Love, Light, and Black Holes, is where mysticism meets the messy middle. Morgan dives into the real work, the grief, the rage, and the rebirths, and somehow makes it sound like a damn revolution. So if you're ready to stop spiritually bypassing and actually integrate your darkness, go check out Love, Light, and Black Holes with Morgan Garza, available wherever you listen. All right, let's just get one thing straight. You cannot manifest a damn thing from a fried nervous system. And I don't care how many vision boards you've glued or how many affirmations you've whispered to your mirror, or how many cacao ceremonies that you've attended with a man named River who plays the flute. Like, if your body is in survival mode, your energy is in survival mode. And survival mode is not creative. It's not intuitive. It's not magnetic. And it's not receptive. It's just trying not to die. Like, this is one of the biggest missing pieces in the spiritual world. People want quantum leaps while treating their biology like an optional accessory. Like, sweetie, your nervous system is the operating system of your entire spiritual experience. It is the bridge between the physical and the energetic, the literal translator between your consciousness and your field. So if your system is dysregulated, your manifestations aren't blocked, they're buffering. But let's break down the sexy science part. All right, so your nervous system runs on electrochemical signaling, which means that your emotions and your thoughts and your energy states are electrical impulses moving through biological tissue. When you're in a dysregulated state, if you're anxious and overwhelmed and overextended or overstimulated, your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rhythm becomes erratic and your vagus nerve contracts, and then I don't know, suddenly your whole energy field starts vibrating in a fragmented and incoherent pattern. Like, it's not bad vibes, it's literal physiology. And here's where the science meets spirit. Your aura, your intuition, and your manifestation capacity all rely on something called heart-brain coherence. It's that harmonious rhythmic communication between your heart and your prefrontal cortex. So when this relationship is regulated, your energy radiates stability and clarity and magnetism. When it's dysregulated, your field becomes chaotic, no matter how spiritual you are. Like, living like your nervous system matters is the foundation of energetic minimalism. It means building a life that your biology can actually handle, not one that your ego insists on performing. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like choosing rest before collapse. It looks like responding instead of reacting. It looks like slowing down on purpose, not because your body forces you to. It looks like taking breaks without guilt, hydration without theatrics, breathing like you actually want oxygen, and letting your shoulders drop out of your ears. It looks like telling your system over and over, we're safe. We're not rushing. We're not in danger. We are allowed to feel good. And one of the wildest things about December, without calling this a December episode, by the way, it's that it pushes everyone into nervous system overload. Like social expectations and emotional heaviness and travel and financial pressure and overstimulation, everybody becomes a walking amygdala. Like, you're basically surrounded by people whose energy fields are throwing tantrums. This, what I'm talking about today, is a soothing balm because your system is begging for somebody to say, hey, it's okay to stop. It is okay to do less. And that is what I'm saying. It is okay to do less. Your intuition is quiet on purpose when your system is overwhelmed. The body doesn't allow access to higher states when it is trying to regulate threat. You're not blocked. You're biologically prioritizing survival. Like, energetic minimalism isn't about being lazy, it's about being resourced. So your field can actually open and receive and direct reality. Like, regulation is manifestation, rest is magnetism, and slowness is spiritual AF. Your nervous system is not an inconvenience. It is the portal. Like, when you live like it matters, everything, your energy, your clarity, your desires, all of it finally kicks into place. So here's the delicious paradox of the universe. The more space that you create, the more reality rushes to fill it. Like, manifestation isn't a grind, it's geometry. It's not about hustling and forcing and micromanaging. It's about aligning your field so precisely that the quantum can't help but to arrange itself around you. Like, doing less isn't laziness, it is actually strategy. It's energetic architecture. It's you saying, I trust the mechanics of my own frequency. And humans love to believe that effort equals outcome. Like, we've been conditioned by capitalism and school systems and patriarchal work culture and our own anxiety to think that if we aren't constantly doing something, we are falling behind. But energetically, doing the most usually means broadcasting the weakest signal. Because every time you force something, like every time you obsess or every time you try to make it happen, you split your frequency. You become incoherent. You become the noise instead of the resonance. Receiving more is about doing less because space is also a frequency. A space says, I'm ready. Space says, I'm safe. Space says that there's room for the thing that I desire. And space says that I am not operating from panic or scarcity or self-doubt. Like, biologically, your brain can't recognize opportunities when it's overloaded. Pattern recognition, that neurological process that allows you to notice synchronicities and intuitive nudges and opportunities and alignment, it shuts down when your prefrontal cortex is flooded. That means that your manifestations aren't missing, you are just too overwhelmed to see them. And spiritually, the universe mirrors your state. A scattered field attracts a scattered outcome. A spacious field attracts precise outcomes. This is where energetic minimalism beats it basically becomes the cheat code that you didn't know you needed. Like, when you intentionally do less, your frequency stabilizes and your intuition sharpens and your receiving channels expand. Suddenly, the universe isn't guessing what you want, it's responding to a very clear, very confident signal. So here's how the do less, receive more mechanic actually works. So there's this thing called the 3-item energetic priorities list. Like, most people operate with 400 open loops. When you narrow your energetic focus to 3 core priorities, not tasks, but priorities, your energy becomes a laser instead of a flashlight. Laser energy creates momentum effortlessly. And then there's the do less to signal more technique. Like, pick one area of your life that you are over efforting. Maybe it's dating, maybe it's money, maybe it's creativity, maybe it's your career. And then consciously scale back 50% of your action taking. Like, replace that labor with stillness, and then watch how quickly the universe compensates. And then use rest cycles as a manifestation tool. Like, rest isn't a lack of effort. It is a frequency reset. It's what tells your system we are safe enough to expand. Every time you rest without guilt, your field becomes more magnetic, and then there's receptivity as a lifestyle. Like, receiving isn't passive. Receiving is an active state of openness. It requires courage and regulation and self-worth. Doing less clears the static so that receptivity can finally activate. Like, this is the month where we sprint through the finish line of the year, but energetic minimalism says slow down. Like, stop performing. Let the universe meet you halfway. When you stop gripping your desires like a lifeline, they stop running from you. Like, doing less is how you stop blocking your blessings. Doing less is how you stop overpowering your intuition. Doing less is how your field becomes loud enough for the quantum to hear. And receiving is your birthright, but it only activates when you create the space for it to land. You ever wish your spiritual practice came with a push notification? Same. That is why I live on the Sage app. It's like a digital mystery school and a self-care sanctuary had a baby. You'll find rituals, live classes, moon circles, and daily practices from some of the most badass teachers in the spiritual space. And yeah, I'm one of them. I host the live new moon manifestation clubs, plus courses and activations that blend neuroscience, quantum mechanics, and ancient magic. It's basically science with a side of witchcraft. So come hang with me live on the next new moon inside Sage. Download the app in the App Store or Google Play, and let's just get your energy right and your rituals tight and your frequency lit. So here's the thing about, energetic minimalism. Like, it's not a phase, it's not a vibe shift, and it's definitely not just a weekend reset. It is a full-on identity recalibration. It's you choosing consciously, repeatedly, unapologetically to stop building a life that your soul has to recover from. Like, integration is where all of this lands in the body. This is where doing less becomes the architecture of how you live your life and create and love and respond and manifest. Because most people treat their energy like a rechargeable battery that they can top off whenever life drains them. But the truth is more like this. If your system is constantly leaking, no amount of recharge will save you. Like, integration asks, where am I hemorrhaging energy? Where am I overcomplicating things? What am I doing that feels like obligation instead of alignment? And then it asks you to stop doing those things, not because they're bad, but because your nervous system and your frequency deserve better. This is where the micro minimalism comes in. Like, you don't overhaul your entire life in just one dramatic sweep, although queen, you absolutely could. Like, instead, you just make the small, consistent, energetic edits that restore clarity and space and coherence in real time. And these are the edits that shift your baseline from chaos to intentionality. Like, micro minimalism looks like this. Maybe it's just saying no before resentment grows teeth, or interrupting the doom scroll spiral with one conscious breath, or walking away from a conversation that drains you, or having fewer goals but a deeper devotion to them, or just simply checking in with your energy for 60 seconds before you offer it to anybody or anything. Like, these small choices accumulate. They become your new default, and then suddenly the life that used to drain you no longer fits your frequency. Energetic minimalism in practice also means creating rituals that take under 2 minutes but change your entire trajectory. Yes, under 2 minutes, because most people overestimate how much effort transformation requires. You do not need an hour-long meditation to shift timelines. Sometimes you just need a vagal reset, like maybe one long exhale, or an energetic boundary that maybe it's just you saying, oh no, that's not mine. Or maybe it's just a frequency anchor. Maybe your hand on your heart until your field softens. Or maybe it's just as simple as a clarity question. Like, what's the simplest version of this that still honors me? Like, these 1-minute pivots are how you build a life that your nervous system can actually thrive in. They keep you out of survival mode and inside intentional mode, which is where your intuition and your magnetism and your synchronicity flourishes. And yeah, you know what? This month, December, it feels like everybody has their souls scattered across the Target parking lot. Like, integration is the permission slip that we desperately need. You are allowed to stop carrying everything. You are allowed to simplify. You are allowed to prioritize your energy above the world's expectations. And here's the thing. When you start prioritizing energetic minimalism, your entire reality reorganizes. Like, opportunities that used to feel out of reach become obvious. Relationships that just drained you, they begin to fall away with ease. Like, your creativity flows, your body relaxes, life becomes lighter, not because circumstances changed, but because you changed the state that you are meeting life from. Integration's your reminder that doing less is not a strategy, it's just a way of being. It's the choice to live a life that supports your biology and honors your spirituality and respects your frequency. The truth is that you were never meant to live in depletion. Your energy is sacred. Your nervous system is very wise. And your life works better, so much better, when you finally give yourself permission to stop overdoing everything. You have been listening to the Synaptic Soul podcast, where science meets spirit and they totally make out. If this episode hit your frequency, do me a favor, rate it, review it, and share it with your fellow quantum weirdos. It helps the wavelength reach more souls. And if you caught a little snoring, that wasn't a portal, just my Frenchies Rocky and Rambo offering background blessings. Music is Cheat Code by 1,000 Hands, used under Creative Commons, and I am Ava Marie Anderson. Stay weird, stay wired, and keep making out with your higher self.